Hey, I'm apparently live now. This is Jane Rodriguez, and I'm just doing a quick update on what I'm doing lately. I have been absent, and I've made a couple of videos that are kind of like maybe alarming to some people, but it's only because I'm going through a divorce right now. But even though that's happening, I am so experiencing a profound, overwhelming, perfect love. So I'm grateful for that, and if it wasn't for that, and I know who I'm talking about, I wouldn't be smiling right now. But anyway, I'm not going to forsake my role as investigator into the paranormal and avid gun girl that goes out into the unknown and hunts monsters. I'm not going to stop that. And I'm not going to stop taking stories from my listeners and their comments and everything. So anybody who's listening right now or watching has a true encounter they'd like to share, by all means, send it my way, and I'll read it aloud. I'll change the name or whatever. There's a text message. It's from you know. Anyway, so I'm thinking that, let me change the focus here. I'm thinking that I want to share my own personal stories. I've got many. I've got personal stories when I went out with Linda Godfrey and Sanjay. Bigfoot encounter. I got a personal story, many, that happened with J.C. Johnson, Ron Shaw, Bryce, and myself, where we saw Bigfoot too. I did, and had an encounter with a dog man. I was also on that show. And let's see here. There's just a whole lifetime. My dad saw a cryptid that to this day I've only heard of one other person seeing this thing. When I start to think about cryptids, when I start to think about spirits, when I start to think about witchcraft and all of that stuff, the spirits start to pay attention to me, starting to pay attention, and they've reached out to my daughter, where she's actually audibly heard what would be interpreted most commonly as a Sasquatch, but I think it was a spirit. Or, since Sasquatch are, I believe, a product of fallen angels tampering with the genetics of what God created, so it could have been, who knows. But the bottom line is, once I start thinking about it, the paranormal world, the spirit world, cryptid world, the spirits start to pay attention to me, and then they start acting up and doing stuff. Just last month, I was thinking about them a lot, and there was a noise made by a spirit. I mean, it was invisible, and it was rattling the door, so we'll just call it a spirit, even though it sounds crazy. It was so loud and scary that all three of us girls heard it, and then we called the cops because we didn't know what else to do, you know. So I have a lot of stories, and that's the bottom line. And I'm gonna start making videos about my own personal stories, and hopefully the people listening and watching will want to start sharing theirs, and we can make this channel grow. And this channel is not just a one-note pony or one-trick pony. It can be about just reality in general, how we're going to deal with it as a society, how we're all going to get together and promote truth. And no matter what they do out there, what the media does out there, no matter what the idiots out there that don't want to acknowledge what truth is, we're going to just keep conducting our business as if they don't exist, because it's time for the people who care about truth, wisdom, understanding, valor, honor, all things that are good, to just proceed and make society great again. So what happened? Oh, I was just saying that I'm going to start sharing all of my personal stories. I was saying that whenever I start thinking about spirits and the paranormal a lot, or getting heavy into my research, whether it be with JC or Linda, spirits start to interact with me and my family, interact with my girls. They've interacted with all three of us together. So I was saying that I'm going to start sharing my own stories as a video series over the next couple of weeks. And then if people start writing in and emailing me more of their own stories, I'll share those after I'm done with mine, if that makes sense. because I've got so many, including my dad, who is Apache Mexican, and had a shaman with him for a while when he was a kid after his father died. So that may have opened a door for a spirit to start following that bloodline. But then my mom also is Rh negative and Celtic, Druidic, possibly Fae. Anyway, yeah, that's it. I just want to give you all a brief update. I hope you're doing well. Keep in touch. I'm going to start sharing my huge, vast amount, my vault of paranormal happenings. Right. No, we don't need that, because I proved it to my ex-husband. I said, this was before we got married. I was like 22. I wanted to prove to him that spirits existed, so I conjured one up, and we went out to the field where I knew they were hanging out, and one came down from the sky, and he saw it with his 2 eyes, and he's a successful businessman now, and he won't deny that happened. Just like JD, even though he's a army dude, he doesn't like to talk about the paranormal. He doesn't like to sound like a fruitcake, because he's not interested in this stuff like I am, and his dad is. But I will say, JD, you were there when you saw what we both saw, and you can't deny it, and he can't because he was there, and it defies a logical explanation. I'm happy for you too. High five. All right, so God bless you, Neo. Yeah, it doesn't scare me. I love it. Like, it scares me, but I like it, and that's where I have to watch out, because I could really F up my entire life by indulging my curiosity. Curiosity killed the cat. I love seeing how I can make a spirit come. JC should watch out too, because I've seen him call in Sasquatch. It's just that easy. He just stands there, calls them out, and then they come. Well, with me, I can do that. Yeah, I can do that with spirits. So I have to, they're the ones that are going to contact me are not angels from God, guarantee you. They're going to say that they are, but they're just there to tickle my fancy. Yeah, JC's awesome. He's my mentor. And I was saying that I was going to discuss how the things that happened when we went out into the field together. Him and his son and myself and Bryce and Ron Shaw is the Lichen Land. If you go to Dogman Encounters by Vic Cundiff, I'm episode 124, Into the Dogman's Lair. This is my episode. I think it's 124, but if you search Dogman Encounters, Into the Dogman's Lair, you'll see my story, or hear it. But I'll share it here too. And it was a pretty good one. That was when JC called out to the Bigfoot to come, and they came, and then more stuff happened. Oh, okay, cool. All right, guys. Well, I just wanted to give a brief update. I do have to go get myself a new driver's license because I lost it. So take care. Thanks for tuning in. All right, stay tuned. I'll make some more videos this week. Okay, bye.